tried to do right after the first period. We had a pocket here, we know it's got to happen. And now it's time to do it. Well, our mental focus at the beginning of games is costing us hockey games. Just making the right decisions at the right time, just keeping it simple. That's what we're going to do, especially with offensive teams now. They're just looking to go on the offense and looking for turnovers. And our turnovers have been crazy the last little while. And so we got to clean that up and hopefully the rest of our game.
Well, I think number one message is that I want to apologize to our fans for that performance. That was not a good performance. We all take responsibility, myself, the team, and I think we're embarrassed by, I don't want to take anything away from Atlanta. They came here to win a hockey game and they did that. But our resolve and our poise and all that was not there. And it started early. I thought we got off to a good start. First couple shifts, and then big individual turnover, goal. Then they get Pevs wins a draw off Bonke, a shot deflection, 2-0, and we just sort of lost our focus there, and it just didn't get better all night. So I apologize. We had a great crowd here that came out to, tonight, and I think we disappointed them, and more than anything, I just apologize to them. As for the group, I'm sure that I know everybody feels the same.
You guys came back from 3 goals down last week here.
We talked about that. I mean, they came back from a couple goals down last night. I mean, that was a big win. I knew that they were going to have a lot of jump in their step, just as we did. We had lots of jump in our step when we came back against Pittsburgh. That's happens. It's a feel-good thing. And I knew they were going to be real tough, and I was concerned about this game. And I don't want to take anything away from them. They came in and played hard, and they capitalized on their chances.
When your players have a meeting like that after the game, what do you hope that they take away?
Well, I think, there's things when things don't go your way, it's about resolve, and it's about playing the game a certain way. I thought as the game, as they started to pull away with the game, all structure and all common sense on how you play the game went out the door. We started cheating, and when you start cheating, the other team's playing well. It just backfires. It just guys are trying to do too many high-risk things that end up going the wrong way, forcing the issue a little bit when it's not there. There's times that you can pressure. There's times where you have to contain. There's times where you have to back off. And we just had a mindset that we're going to do this, and that's we haven't scored a lot of goals, so when you get down 4-0 after the first period, it's I'd probably played with our heads a lot.
When your defense performs like that, does it almost force you to think about retooling the pairings?
Not necessarily. They've been good for the first part of the year. You have one of these games, we're going to try to forget it and then be real good on Monday for everybody. And us ourselves, we need that. It was a frightening display after we lost our poise and our confidence a little bit there.
So you remember the last time that happened where you lost your poise like that?
Well, I off the top of my head, I don't. But at the same time, I know it's happened many a times. In this business, you try to go forward all the time and not look too far back, because next game's Monday, and we've got to correct what we did wrong. Our mindset has to be better, and this group does always pulls together. But we didn't have enough people going and on their game tonight, and what happens sometimes when things go the way they did. I mean, the shots were 5-4. You're looking at the board and it's 3-0. You're going, what just happened? And it is sometimes just you can't get any traction. The other team's got a little bit of momentum, and it just sort of carried on the rest of the night. And then even the goals they got later were, the chances weren't anything more than any other game actually. but everything seemed to end up in the back of our net.
You mentioned the difficulty scoring, Barry. When you do get behind early, does that play into?
To say it doesn't, I think it does. If it's a goal, I don't think it plays that much of a in your head. But when you're down 3, it plays in the back of your head. It just we haven't. I can't remember the last time we scored. I actually do. The last time we scored more than 3 goals, but it hasn't happened that many times in the last 18 or 19 games. I think we've only done it 3 or 4 times.
Called up players and switched lines, you switched people's positions. I mean, is there anything else that you can do to check it up?
Well, every time that we weren't scoring, you got to go back to basics. You got to get to the net. You got to stay in those hard areas 2 or 3 times. I mean, we had some terrific chances, but we never hit the net. Never hit the net. We had chances in the last couple of games where we won 2-0, and we also lost 3-2. That we had open, gaping nets, and we chipped it in the corner or over the net or whatever. I just you just work on it. Just shoot the score, hit the net, stay in the hard areas. I mean, that's what you have to do. There's no secret. I think most of the teams in the National Hockey League, you look at, I keep going back to Detroit because everybody's familiar with them. They just throw pucks to the net and just keep doing it and do it and do it, and then they end up on their stick, and then they capitalize. They got, you might only give them 5 chances in a period, but they'll probably score twice. That's what they do. They look at it as, we're going to throw pucks, and it's just percentages. We're going to get some of those, and right now we're 2 seems to be a little bit of our limit right now. And can we score more? Absolutely. I mean, it's everybody.
The goalie change, one of those trying to jump on everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
like you saw with Dan.
Yeah, I felt bad for Dan because we didn't. I look at the first goal. It was a great shot. I had a great view of it. Second goal was deflection, and the third one, Kovalchuk on the breakaway. I mean, I can't fault Dan, but I think we gave up 3 goals in 4 shots. So I was just trying to change the momentum again. And Dan's been a little bit of the has taken the brunt of that, I guess. As I said to him, sometimes you just try to change the luck. It's not anything to do personally with Dan. Dan's been terrific for us this year. Both of them have been. But I was trying to change the luck there again, and I even asked him late in the period in the third. I says, "Do you want to go in for some work?" Because it's just he's had some misfortune, and Dan's a terrific guy, and I feel like he's got slighted there.
What were your impressions of the Sullivan Santorelli deal?
Didn't have a lot of impressions of him, unfortunately.
Teverly, you see from him what you saw while I was here, or anything?
Well, he looks like he's got more jump to his game, and I knew that was a dangerous type of thing, because some players just sometimes it's a change of scenery. The first time he's been really traded, or I shouldn't say traded, he got put on waivers and they picked him up. But he ended up, having success with Kovalchuk. He was playing with Kovalchuk, and they clicked, and he's getting, he's scoring points, and all those things that you saw in Rich Peverly are starting to come out now. But sometimes it's just a change, or a little bit of a stir, and say, the last thing I said to him is I said, go and produce in this league, and you're going to be here for a long time. And I also said, come back and don't have any sympathy on us. Well, he didn't. He came in here and played very well. And the things that we saw in Rich Peverly, he showed them tonight, and he showed them last night. And now he's got 6 points. He's got almost as many points as he had for us for 35 games. So I'm glad for him, because if you know Rich Peverly, he's a terrific kid. I shouldn't say kid, he's a terrific young man. He's got a great wife, and he's crossing his threshold as a player, and sometimes that's timing. I remember Sully being on waivers a number of years ago, and now he's a star player in this league. So he was having trouble getting through that threshold as well. So you never know. And it was, I'm I'm mad that Rich took it out on us, but I'm also happy for Rich because he's such a good person.